Tonight on Inside the Biblical Story, we have a disturbing tale of a young woman led astray by a dangerous cult leader. Mary Magdalene was a sweet and innocent girl until she fell under the influence of a much older man who called himself Jesus, and believed he was the Son of God.
I guess you could say I led a very traditional life, going to the synagogue on the Sabbath, obeying my parents, stoning sinners to death, just the normal everyday type of thing. But then one day this guy turned up. He was different. He was not like the other guys in my village. And before I knew it, I was running off to the big city of Jerusalem and living life in the fast lane.
Mary was soon taken advantage of in the big city, and lost her innocence.
I remember clearly the night it first happened. He invited me to this party. I thought it was kind of strange as I was the only woman there. He introduced me to these 12 guys, and he called them his disciples. I was only drinking water, but every time he touched my glass, it turned to wine. Before I knew it, I was really drunk. I had never been drunk before. I knew a girl from my village who got stoned once. It looked really painful because they used really big stones. But this was different. I felt good, but not really in control. And that's when it happened. That's the night I started turning tricks for Jesus. He acted like he was God. He even said numerous times that he was God, and he had a whole harem of girls that he would pimp out, and I became one of them. Jesus was the pimp daddy of Jerusalem.
Have a whole lot of bitches jumping shit. In my eyes, I done seen some crazy things in the streets. Got a couple hoes working on the chain just for me, but I gotta keep my game tight like Kobe on game night, like taking from a hold.
Before I knew it, everybody was saying, "Look over there, it's Mary Magdalene the prostitute," or "Look at that whore Mary Magdalene." But no one knew the truth, that I was just an innocent child manipulated into a sinful life. Every Sunday Jesus made us come and listen to his preaching. He would give me more wine, and when I was drunk he would tell me that I had to take his body, or at least part of it, in my mouth. The disciples would stand around and watch. He would tell me that he loved me no matter what, and then touch me deep inside. Deep inside my heart, that is. And then he would do me doggy style. He was also into some really kinky shit. One time he made me dress up as a giant turnip, and I had to sit in a hole in the ground making turnip noises for hours.
I'm a young pimp, catch me eating those like a shrimp.
This messianic maniac would manipulate his followers into leaving their families.
I remember one time he told us that if anyone comes to me and does not hate his father and mother, wife and children, brothers and sister, yes, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple.
But it would not be long before Jesus ran afoul of the wrong type of people.
He had a bit of a disagreement with the money lenders, which was a big mistake because those guys were connected to the mob. Before we knew it, there were a couple of hitmen from the Sea of Galilee in town looking for Jesus, so he had to go into hiding. That's when Judas betrayed him for a cash payout. Judas had become sick of the preaching and the Tuesday night goat orgies, and wanted out. Jesus was now in big trouble, so he faked his own death to try to fool the hitmen, but he was seen by many people after he was supposed to be dead. After that he just disappeared. Some people say he moved to India and started preaching there, others say the hitmen caught up to him and he ended up dead in the fire pit of Gehenna.
My shoes shine red.